in jail.
Well, Mr. Kirby, you have to remember, you came on the wrong night. I mean, if you came tonight, I'm sure nothing would happen at all. Maybe.
It was not merely last night that convinced Miss Kirby and I that this whole engagement would be unwise.
Father, I can handle my own affairs. Alice, for the last time, please, will you marry me?
No, Tony. I know what your father means, and he's right.
No, he's not.
Alice, you love this boy, and you're not marrying him because we're the kind of people we are.
Grandpa.
Now, I know what you said. You think the families wouldn't get along, but who says that they're right and you're wrong? You know, it's my belief that Tony's too nice a boy to wake up 20 years from now with nothing in his life but stocks and bonds.
Wait, pardon?
Yes, mixed up and unhappy the way you are.
Wait, whoa. I happen to be a very happy man, Mr. Vanderhoff.
Are you?
I most certainly am.
I don't think so. Where do you think you get your indigestion from? Happiness? No, sir, you get your indigestion because most of your time is spent doing things that you don't want to do.
I don't do anything that I don't want to.
Well, you said to yourself last night, by the end of a week at Wall Street, you're pretty near crazy. But why do you go on doing it?
Why do I keep on doing it? That's my business. A man can give up on his business.
Why not? You got all the money you need. You can't take it with you.
That's a very easy thing to say, Mr. Vanderhoff. But I have spent my entire life building up my business.
And what's it got you? Same kind of meetings, same kind of meals every morning, same kind of deals. But where does the fun come in? Don't you think there ought to be something more, Mr. Kirby? More than when you started out?
What do you expect me to do? With the way you do? Do nothing?
Well, I had a lot of fun. I had time enough to do everything. Go to commencements, visit the zoo, you know, do all those things. I even had time to notice when spring rolls around. And I don't have 6 hours of things what I don't want to do before 1 hour of things that I do. And I haven't taken bicarbonate of soda in 35 years. What's the matter with that?
What's the matter with that? Suppose we all did that. What a fine world we'd have, everyone going to zoos. Get rid of Mr. Vanderhoff. Who would do the work?
There's always people like that who like to work. Inventions, and they fly the ocean. There's people like that on Wall Street, too. But from what I saw of you last night, I don't think you're one of them. I think you're missing something.
I'm not aware of missing anything.
I wasn't either till I quit. And, well, I used to get down to that office 9 o'clock, no matter how I felt. Used to lay awake days for fear I wouldn't get that contract. I used to worry about the world, too. You know, I got all worked up about whether Cleveland or Wesleyan was going to be elected president. Well, it seemed awful important at the time. It doesn't matter now. The point I'm trying to make, Mr. Kirby, is that I've had 35 years that no one can take away from me, no matter what they do to the world. See?
Yes, I do see. And it's a very dangerous philosophy, Martin. And that's exactly why I'm opposed to this marriage. I do not want my son, Tony, to come under its influence.
What's the matter with it, Father?
What's the matter with it? It's downright communism, that's what.
Well, you didn't always think so.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? You didn't always think so because there was a time when you wanted to be a trapeze artist.
Why? Don't be an idiot, Tony.
What?
I saw the letters that you wrote to grandfather. Do you remember those?
How dare you read those letters? How dare you?
Why? Did you wear tights, Mr. Kirby?
I most certainly did not. The whole thing was absurd. I was 14 years old at the time.
Well, at 18, you wanted to be a saxophone player.
Tony!
And at 21, you ran away from home because grandfather tried to drag you into the business and you didn't want to. It's all down there in black and white. You didn't always think so.
Well, well, well.
I have had some silly notions in my youth, but thank God my father knocked them out of me. I forgot about them and went into the business.
Not altogether, Father, because there's still a saxophone in your clothes closet.
There is?
That's enough. Tony, we'll discuss this later.
No. I want to talk about it now. I think Mr. Vanderhoff is right. Dead right. I'm never going back to that office. I've always hated it there. And I'll tell you all another thing. It wasn't a mistake last night. I brought you here on purpose.
Tony, for heaven's
Because I wanted you all to see the real family for who they were. Caring, loving people who actually understood each other. You don't understand me. You've never had the time. And I'm not going to make the same mistake you did. I'm clearing out.
Tony, what do you mean clearing out?
I mean I'm not going to be pushed into the business just because I'm your son. I'm getting out while there's still time.
What, Tony, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Maybe I'll be a bricklayer. But at least I'll be doing something that I chose to.
That must be the cat. Would you ask him to wait a minute, Dad? Mr. Kirby, I hate to say it, but I think that you were going through the same things that Tony is going through now. I think you can hear the same things you were saying to your father 25 years ago, however many years. Now, and we were right. How many of us would be willing to settle for what we get? The plans we make, what happens to them? We only achieve a part of it. It's only a few of the lucky ones that can say that they even came close. So, before you clean out that closet, Mr. Kirby, I think you should get in a few hours on that saxophone.
I beg your pardon, but before I make the claims, how many will there be for dinner?
Your Highness, this is Mr. Anthony Kirby and Anthony Kirby Jr., the Grand Duchess, Olga Katrina.
How's that?
How do you do? But before I make the claims, how many will there be for dinner?
Oh, I'd make quite a stack of them, Your Highness. Can't never tell.
Ah, good. Wizard always told me, Olga, do not make claims.
Who did you say that was again?
Oh, it's the Grand Duchess Olga Katrina. Well, she's cooking the dinner.
Oh,
And speaking of dinner, Mr. Kirby, why not stay?
Oh, please do. We have all that stuff we were going to have last night. And tonight. And
Oh.
somebody's got to eat it.
And it would be a wonderful opportunity for the families to get acquainted.
Well, Father, how about it? Are we staying for dinner?
if it please you, sure, let's do it.
Now, if Alice will just get rid of that cab, Mr. Vanderhoff.
How about it, Alice? It's going to be a nice crowd.
I'm staying. Alice, I figure the family should get to know each other.
Mr. Kirby? Tony, oh Tony!
Darling.
Grandpa, you're wonderful.
I've been telling you that for years.
A letter for you, Grandpa. It's in the icebox. Oh, hi, Mr. Kirby.
There, I see.
Well. The United States government apologizes.
Oh, for what?
Well, you remember the milkman that died under my name?
Mm-hmm.
Well, recently I told the government that I was Martin Vanderhoff Jr. So, they're very sorry, and I may even get a refund.
Why, Grandpa, you're an old crook.
Oh, sure.
How did you say you escaped the income tax, Mr. Vanderhoff?
Oh, tonight, my friends, you will eat.
Hello.
How do you do?
He's relaxing. That's right. Play something, Ed.
Everything ready and in moments, but we can eat now.
Come sit down, everybody. Mr. Kirby, come sit. Essie, stop dancing and come take a seat. You will enjoy Russian food, Mr. Kirby. Ed! Now, you must be careful of your indigestion, Mr. Kirby.
Nonsense, I haven't any digestion.
Well, Miss Sycamore, how was your trip to the Adirondacks?
Shut your face, Mr. Kirby.
Well, in Russia, when they sit down to eat...
Oh, quiet, everybody, quiet. Well, sir, it turns out things are turning out all right in the end. It seems that Alice is going to marry Tony, and, well, of course, all the fireworks blew up, but that was Mr. DePina's fault, not yours. We've all got our health, and as far as anything else is concerned, we'll leave it to you. Thank you.
We're having no excuse, Mr. Kirby. Do you like Russia?
Very good conversation.